Hi guys, good morning. I think it's morning. Oh, it's afternoon. Okay, so I have a message for you guys. And this actually is coming from Sacred Unicorn Energy, okay? So I talked about this in a recent video I made. Unicorn energy for me is like pure plasma light, okay? So I asked, what is the message for everyone this morning, this Monday morning? And I do have a message, and there were several things that came up. So I'm just going to do my best to give this to you guys. I feel like, Spirit is aware that we are all dealing with so many emotions, okay? And anyone working in the sacred medium, right? The in-between, the bridges, the Mary Magdalens, okay, knows that there is a strong attempt to divide humanity. And what we really need to do is come together. What we really need to do is live our freedom and our sovereignty and our truth together. And without fear, trusting and hoping, right? That at the end of the day, most humans want the same thing. Health, happiness, freedom. Okay? And I kept hearing a specific message, and this started last week. And the only way I can do it is just say it, and then I'll explain. But she kept saying, Mary Magdalene kept saying, don't be a pawn in a game that you don't know who the key players are. I'm going to say this again. Don't be a pawn in a game that you don't know who the key players are. Does that make sense? And right now, when we allow our emotions to be triggered by things that we see on the news, by things that we hear about in the collective, by anything outside ourselves, we become a pawn in a game. And, the ascension process, the awakening ascension process is meant to bring you back to self, true self, the divine child within you, okay? As you become that self, okay, as you allow your inner child to come out and your sovereignty to become clear, okay, and your freedom to begin to be expressed, you start to realize that you can no longer be used by or controlled by anyone else, okay? But that's the point. When we are living our daily life and experiencing emotions daily that are influenced by everyone outside of us, then we're not living our true authentic self. So the message from Spirit, okay? Two different decks, by the way, both brought up the same card, innocence. Innocence. Okay, see the little baby unicorn? See this? And this one has a baby too. She's holding a baby, okay? What did I just say? Divine child. So this one says, take time to play, nurture your inner child, live with a childlike sense of wonder. And then from the other deck, which is a new one that I got from a friend. Hold on. This one. Daily guidance from your angels. Okay. Beautiful little deck. It says, beloved one, everyone is guiltless in truth, as no one can alter God's handiwork of perfection. Give us your feelings of heaviness so we can lighten your load. Give us any guilt, anger, or blame that may be shrouding your loving outlook. Enjoy the peace within your heart once more. And there's so many coming up right now. I want to show you the rest of the spread from the unicorns because I feel like it's relevant, okay? We're being encouraged to pursue passion, okay? Look how beautiful. So do what excites you, get fired up about your life, increase your energy levels. Polarity, wow, this is a really good one. Integrate your shadow side. There can be no light without dark. Understand the law of polarity. It's true, isn't there? We're seeing it now, aren't we? We're seeing the dark. Many of us have always known that this darkness has existed, right? It's just now the collective is really seeing it, right? We're seeing the ugly. But integrate, okay? And we all have to do this within ourselves. So, as I'm reading this, okay, so I was pulling these before I started. Then the deck takes a shift, okay? So something about doing this. So I'm just going to segue this into the next part of the unicorn message. Something about pursuing your inner child and the innocence, okay? And accepting your polarity, accepting your light and your dark, and accepting that the consciousness of the collective has a light and a dark, okay? Pursuing your passion anyway. See how they're talking about, like, pursue what you love, okay? And the message I'm getting from God on this is that no matter how ugly it looks outside, 555 as I'm saying this, do what you love. Focus on what you love. This is how we are going to create the something new here that we want, okay? So in amidst all this chaos, we, the awakening, need to be creating what we dream of, because what we dream of is what's creating the new earth frequency, okay? So then, boom, out of nowhere, the deck goes in with abundance, okay? We're generating abundance by pursuing our passion, understanding our polarity, balancing the self, okay? Calibrating self. It says, enjoy the bounty of life. Your supply is unlimited. Blessings are coming. Then, I mean, this is like the most random unicorn reading I've ever done. Anger comes in. Yeah, divine anger, okay? Safely express your anger. Use anger as a positive force. Honor all your emotions as sacred. 100%. If you don't, it's just going to fester. So it's, don't run from your anger or your emotions. Just understand that every single one of them is teaching us something about ourselves. And I do believe in a righteousness to rage. There can be a righteous rage where we witness injustice, or we witness the wrong, treating someone wrongly, or, or even maybe we experienced injustice, right? And so there can be a righteous rage, but what Spirit is saying, okay, is safely express your anger. So we are being urged by Spirit not to pursue anything violent, okay? We are supposed to be catalyzing this to a place of peace, okay? Now, I understand we can't control factors outside of ourselves, but within ourselves, we can, okay? Trust. This is what Spirit says next. Trust. What a message, you guys. Leap into the unknown. Have faith. Move forward. Believe that you will fly. I feel the whole collective is being urged through this message to return to the divine child, okay? Return to balance. Calibrate the balance within. Understand the Mother, Father, God presence, right? The masculine and the feminine. The polarity within us. Our potential for all. That we have potential to be or do anything we ever want. And so, we're really being unbound. Like we're being unlocked. And so much creative potential is bursting forth right now. I feel that very strongly for myself and the collective. And so it's a journey, right, of pursuing our passion, of understanding ourselves, of creating abundance, okay, of facing our anger, trusting the process. And then this comes up, awareness, okay, awareness. So, live in the moment. It says, be conscious of your thoughts, look for signs and guidance. So I just feel like we're being heightened right now. Really heightened. Okay. Is there more? This one. Okay. Balance. Have balance. Take time to rest, it says. Relax. Indulge a little more or less. Like, in other words, don't overdo it either. Okay. So set boundaries with your work. That's a big one, especially for me, like, because I'm self-employed. So when you're self-employed, by the way, it's easy to work all the time because we're responsible for everything we do, right, guys? Raise your hand if you're self-employed. So it's really easy to lose balance when you're self-employed because it's your passion. Most people who open businesses businesses that they're passionate about. So it's really easy to be consumed by it. But I really strive not to do that. My kids help me with that a lot because they're home and I homeschool them, and my puppy and my pets, and just life, helps me kind of counterbalance that. I'm asking them, do they want to say anything else? They're saying, where is it? Oh, right here. They want me to show you a sacred water crystal from this water meditation. Which one, Angel? Right on top? Oh, okay. Beautiful. Harmony. This is the crystal that water forms when you speak harmony to it. And I feel like if you have been struggling with that inner rage, just witnessing so much at one time, for the empath, this has been a very difficult time for any empath. And you know, those emotions can be very intense. So what I'm feeling Spirit say is like, you could screenshot this, you guys, and what this doctor discovered, the doctor who wrote this book, Dr. Masaru Emoto, very famous for discovering in a scientific way that water has consciousness, 1111 as I said that. He discovered that when he would speak these words or write them down, so this one's harmony, and put it like under a glass of water, and then he would freeze that water, this is the crystal that would form. And it's different, by the way, for every single word. Okay, each one forms a different structure. So when he would speak to water, it would form a different crystal based on whatever the word was. And they did this experiment many different ways. It's really amazing. You should definitely look up his work. But a lot of times my guides will call me to pull one of these out. Look at this one. This one's coming out. Wisdom. The reason they'll have me pull from this deck is because you, being human, are primarily composed of water, okay? So when your brain sees this, okay, when your eyes take in this structure, the body actually knows what it means because it is water. So once in a while, my guides will say, pull a water one, because it's going to help them just to see it, okay? Is there more, Angel? That's it? Okay. So I'm hearing ask for that plasma, okay? Like I said, unicorns represent just pure plasma light, pure innocence, power, strength. They are extremely powerful. Just because we think of them in a childlike sense, that doesn't mean that's what they are, okay? They honor children, they respect children, and they help protect children, but they are not powerless. They are not weak. They are not small. They're extremely powerful beings. And yeah, I'm feeling that they know. See, these higher frequency beings, dragons, unicorns, the wisdom keepers, okay, all these, nature in general as a collective knows that we are changing rapidly right now, okay? And they know that we need their support, and they're all about supporting us. They're all around us. You'll see the signs if you want them. And, you know, I think I pulled the little card. This one. Yeah. Look for the signs and guidance, awareness. So if you're feeling heavy right now, if you're feeling hopeless, I feel many humans have been feeling this way. Yeah, I'm hearing, just ask. Just say a heartfelt prayer and ask for a sign. And then heighten your awareness. Look around. Look for the signs. Look for the feather on the ground, right? Look for the penny on the ground. Look for a sign in the numbers. Look for it, you guys. And it will be there. The reassurance that you are loved is there. And that we are being witnessed by many right now. And we are also witnessing this ourselves so that we can change it. Okay? So we're on the cusp of really amazing things. I want to send you my love and encouragement, my prayers for everyone to get through this. Okay? You can do this. Okay? And I am going to make another video today just to encourage just a specific group that I feel needs it during this awakening time. So I'm going to do another one, and I'm trying to pull in a few messages into that. So if you're interested, pop onto the next video. It's going to kind of help help open the minds of newly awakening individuals who are very religious, okay? To give them encouragement and, yeah, just a little bit of anchoring for them and some reassurance that they're also on the right path. Because many of us who've been in the spirit world and in the mystic world for a long time, we're already comfortable here, right? But this is a really new process for a lot of the collective. And many of them are going to start having visions, strange experiences, paranormal experiences, things that most psychics are aware of and have dealt with all of our lives. But for the general collective, that's not common. So they're going to need support, you guys. 100%. I feel that. So, and we love, see, the Mary Magdalens of this world, we love the world. That's why we're here. And we're happy to be the pillars and the lighthouses and the bridges and the support staff of Earth. We are the support staff. So we're here for that reason. So that next message will be tailored for that, okay? So I love you guys so much. Have an awesome day, babies.